Hey guys, it's Feline from Six Blue Warriors. So this is my high and low video for the week. Well, just got out of the shower after we've had a busy Saturday. My hair's finishing drying. Today we did some awesome things, and Chris and I were talking about how 5 years ago we never even would have thought of doing those things with the kids. We just wouldn't have we wouldn't have left the house, we would have been in the house with all of our doors locked. And my other friend who was there with us pointed out how, because she has 2 kids with autism too, and how it's funny that even though we have 4 kids now, and 5 years ago we only had 2 kids, that it's so much easier to go out and do things now with 4 kids than it was back then with only 2. We had a good time today. We went to this place around here where they've got like a train and pony rides and kind of like the Old West things that you can go and play around. And we went through a corn maze. That was exciting. I was pushing Ryan in the stroller, and it felt a lot like off-roading because there kept being all the little bumps from the furrows from the lines in the corn. So we were just going blah. And we had to run to keep up with those boys. It was crazy. So that was definitely a high mixed with stress, but overall really good. We actually went out to a restaurant, which is another thing that is really hard to do. We went to a pizza buffet place, and it's one of the only places that we can take our whole family and everyone can find something to eat. It's one of the only places we can take our whole family to find something to eat, because Aiden eats cheese pizza and Liam eats all kinds of things. Chris and I like pizza. I like the salad bar, but Gavin can go to the salad bar and he gets a huge salad plate and just fills it with shredded cheese. That's it. He had 3 bowls of shredded cheese and fishy crackers at the pizza buffet place. That's all he eats is cheese. That was a fun day. It was really busy, but yeah, we went to the Heritage Center and then we went out to eat. And then we showed the kids Beauty and the Beast for the first time, so that was tons of fun. In the past, they never would have watched a movie like that. Something like Beauty and the Beast would have just been lost on them, and so I was so excited for them to watch it, and they loved it. They loved it. So there's several highs for me this week. I really like that. A low this week, Ryan's been teething still, so he's been cranky and not sleeping, which means I'm not sleeping. The other thing is that Gavin is not going to be having therapy services for a while because he got one good report from a teacher saying that he was doing fine at school. And then they said, fine, he doesn't have a disability anymore. He no longer has autism. So he doesn't need help anymore. He doesn't need therapy anymore. And we're like, what? So we've been scrambling around and filling out paperwork and forms and collecting information and, having to resubmit it all to the SSI people so that we can prove Gavin does still qualify as disabled. He does still need the assistance that he's getting. But it's just a headache trying to fill out paperwork and get everything sent in on time. And, even though we've been doing all this stuff, it's just a hassle. And he is going to not have therapy for a while. So that means that, we'll see how that goes. We're still waiting to hear back on our appeal. And he just has not been doing his work at school, at home. It's so hard to try and motivate him just to do anything. He's like, that's boring. I don't want to do it. So he sits at school all day and he plays with pencils and he doesn't do his work. He's just not doing any of his work at school. So, but on the plus side for that, because he's doing so badly, it makes it easier to prove that he still has a disability. He still needs help. I mean, it's kind of exciting to be in a position where your kid is doing so well that they're no longer considered as disabled. But at the same time, if it's wrongly done, then it's just a real frustrating thing to have to go through and fill out all the paperwork and hope and pray that it's still going to work out. So anyway, that was my week. So I hope you guys had some good things that happened to you guys this week, and some things, if you had some things that were not so good, feel free to share down in the comment section, and let us know like what we can do to try and help everybody get through the next week. If you find these videos helpful and you feel like somebody else could benefit, please feel free to share them. If you like it, go ahead and leave a like down on the bottom of the page, because it makes it easier for other people to be able to find these videos as well. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good night, and we will talk to you later. Bye.